Hello, and welcome to the Oceans Oracle Sunday Tarot Insights reading. My name is Miss J, and I am the Vibrarian. I am here to help you elevate your vibration with positive and uplifting information that I hope that you will find helpful as you come along your path. Today is Sunday, November 6th, 2016. And for our reading, I am using the Oceanic Tarot by Jane Wallace. The spread is the Star of the Sea, Guide Me. And we will look at our energies in relation to the elements of air, fire, earth, water, and spirit. I have shuffled and laid out the cards for the reading. And what it looks like is that we are in a position where we have reached a place of success and possible satisfaction. We're looking at our career. It looks like this has to do with what we do in the world. This does not appear to be a love situation that is coming forward at this time. But it's saying that we have reached a place where we've probably been on our job for some time, or we've achieved some level of financial success and stability. And now we are sitting back looking at where we are. But there is a change coming, and it looks like that we are looking at two possible decisions, or maybe changing in our career or our path. And we are juggling those two decisions, weighing them to see and giving them thought energy, the energy of air, to see which thing we might want to do as we move out of this place of stability. And the advice is to put the energy of giving and receiving. Look at the two choices that you have, or the two paths that are coming forward, to see where the balance is, and to look to being generous rather than stingy, or looking at our current situation, option A versus option B, to see which one is going to be more balanced. How can we, sometimes we're in a job that's very stable, that we've been doing for some time, but our other life is out of balance. Maybe this job causes us to have to give too much to work, and then we are shortchanging our family or our emotional life. So when you're looking at maybe making some changes, it could be motivated by a need to get more balance in your life, or open yourself up to being able to receive or give more. Yes, that is what is coming through. To look at and make sure that you are in life-work balance, not work-life balance. Sometimes we get it confused, but that's not the way we're supposed to look at things. We're not supposed to fit our lives around the edges of our work. We are supposed to be able to balance what we do to earn money, as well as what we do to pay the value of emotions in our life and the people that matter. So you need to put an energy into your assessment to say, I need to be balanced, and I need to not be over giving to my employer and under giving to my family. Or if my schedule will be different if I take this new job versus staying in the job that I'm at, that is giving me the material stability that I have come to count on. And what the guidance in terms of what you can do is to dive into something new. There is something very new that it could be a radical departure from what you have been doing previously. And it is saying that you have a perfect opportunity to go ahead and dive into something new that is going to change your world significantly in terms of how you make your money. And this seems to be very good time for you to go ahead and make your decision and dive in, because you will be receiving, as a result, a happy marriage, so to speak. We have a card here that signifies a very good partnership, a positive alignment. So it could be that the new employer that you're looking at, or if you're looking at being self-employed, whatever it is that you're evaluating, you are going to love what you do and have a positive and beneficial partnership in this situation if you dive right in and take a leap of faith. I think is, yes, a leap of faith. It's giving advice that you may feel trapped in your current situation. You may feel that you cannot actually escape, that you don't see a pathway in order to actually leave the world that you have created, because there are external forces. And sometimes that looks like bills and responsibilities. Sometimes that looks like expectations from the outside world and other people. But as we know, when you're caught in a whirlpool or caught in a tide, you actually, if you fight against it, it will keep you trapped in it. But if you just easily kind of go with the flow and move, you can spin yourself out of the energy of that supposed energetic trap. And in this particular case, I'm feeling like it's really an emotional attachment, that it's a matter of releasing our fears about it, releasing any insecurities we might have about diving in. And so if we just acknowledge those feelings around making change and evaluate them fairly and weigh them fairly between the 2 or 3 aspects, we'll find that some of our emotions might actually be able to be resolved when we get a chance to review things without reacting to the emotions that we're feeling. Our emotions are always helpful in terms of showing us stuff, but where we get into problems if we act solely based on them rather than taking them as an indicator of where we should review things. So a lot of times if we are fearful, we'll just shut down and react out of fear. And the fear is really just there to show us an energy. And if we stand back from our reaction and say, okay, why am I fearful? Well, in the case of leaving a job, of course, we're going to maybe be fearful that we will upset our stability in our family, our financial stability. We may be fearful that people will think that if we're planning on leaving a job, that people might think that we're crazy, quote unquote, for leaving our job. So when we get past the emotional response to these things, then we can discover that it's okay. The fears or the feelings that we are seemingly trapped in, we can release those. And once we acknowledge, yes, I am afraid, but yes, I am still going to take that leap of faith, then we can find ourselves spun out of that vortex or that trapped situation much easier than what we would have thought if we had been just focused on being paralyzed in the emotional feelings and thoughts that we were having out of our mental space. And it does give guidance here to that moving on from a situation is the final advice. It says here that we should go ahead, and even though there are positive things that were in our past, that it is okay to leave those things and move forward, because there is more to come. And there is something new to come. And it is okay to be nostalgic and to have a touch of sadness maybe about leaving the situation that brought us to such success that we had before. But as we know, nothing is supposed to stay the same. We are always in a state of planting seeds and harvesting, of starting new and finishing so that we can start something new again. And this reading seems to say that in terms of our career and what we do in the world, that we have probably achieved a great deal of success, but we are looking at possibly doing something different going forward. And we want to make sure that we are balanced in how we are looking at our decision. And we want to make sure that the decision that we're making, the pathway that we're taking, brings more balance into our lives. And that it is okay to dive right in to the new thing that is coming up that you've been considering, to take a chance, to take a risk, and that we will find ourselves in a situation where we are valued, where we give as much as we receive, where we are going to be happy with what we're doing, and what we're doing is going to be happy with us. It's going to be a mutually beneficial and satisfactory step. And to not get caught up in the emotions and the fears and things that might seem to trap into the situation that you had previously, to go with the flow and allow yourself to move on out of the whirlwind and walk away from the past and move forward confidently into our new future. So I'm looking today for the final messages. We're going to see what the Healing the Mind and Spirit cards by Brian Weiss give us for this week. And the message is, I balance giving and receiving love in my life. You have to learn to receive love as well as give love in order to grow. And this goes very well with the whole idea of moving into a place where we are able to give and receive, rather than being in a position that might have caused us to have to be imbalanced. And so we are supposed to weigh our decision about what we want to do going forward to make sure that it will be balanced, and that we may love our job, but that our job loves us back. That we may love our life, but we have space in our life for others to be in it. Because what point is our reality if it is so narrowly focused on one thing that we cannot fit in other things that are valuable or should be valuable to us around it? We certainly don't want to just be one-sided. We have our body, mind, and spirit to look after. And this is saying we have to balance giving and receiving. And I also want to then see what the Divine Feminine message is for today. And I thank you for this opportunity to read for you. And I am using the Mary, Queen of Angels deck from Doreen Virtue. For our final guidance today. And it is the Truth card. I am lovingly honest with myself and others. And that is a perfect guidance for this. We really have to shine the spotlight of truth on how we are feeling right now. We may be sitting in our material comfort and have received a goal, achieved a goal that we were looking to have. But if we're truthful with ourselves, there's probably something inside of us that's letting us know that's not all there is, and that there is something else. And we have to look then truthfully and weigh where we are versus where we want to go. And then also we have to be honest with those around us as we are making this decision. And we have to be honest about our emotions that we feel. It is okay to feel what we feel. It is okay to feel insecurity or fear. It's just not okay to stay in those feelings. We're supposed to look at them so that we can find our way out of them. And so making sure that you are not lying to yourself or lying to others, and that you are shining the light of truth on your situation so that you can make the decision easily to leap and make a leap of faith into the new thing that you are considering. I thank you for tuning in today, and if you would like a personal reading, my contact information appears in the description box below. My name is Miss J, and I'm the Vibrarian, and I thank you for tuning in today, and may we all have the blessings and guidance that we need throughout this week. Namaste.